Stop whatever you're doing and imagine this. Tomorrow morning, every single person on earth quits their job. No farmers, no doctors, no teachers, no truck drivers, no engineers. Nobody works ever again. At first, that sounds like the ultimate dream, right? No deadlines, no bosses, no stress. But here's the catch. If nobody ever worked, civilization wouldn't slowly fade away. It would collapse almost immediately. Food would be the first domino. Grocery stores only carry about 3 to 5 days of stock. Without farmers harvesting, truck drivers delivering, and warehouse workers sorting, shelves empty out in less than a week. Walmart would look like the meat area when COVID started. And modern farming isn't something you can just wing. One farmer today might manage thousands of acres using GPS-guided equipment, chemical inputs, and global supply chains. Break that chain, and output doesn't drop by half. It drops close to zero. And no, you're not going to just grow your own food. Try planting wheat in your backyard and waiting 6 months. I hate to break it to you, but you'll starve before harvesting time. Next up, we gotta mention utilities. Power plants need constant human oversight. Without operators, most shut down within hours. Hydroelectric dams and solar panels might keep generating electricity for a while, but without grid operators balancing supply and demand, networks destabilize and trip offline. Water treatment plants fail within days, meaning tap water becomes unsafe. Sewage systems stop, contaminating rivers and sparking outbreaks of cholera and dysentery. We all know a guy that just drinks Monster Energy instead of water, so he might be alright for a while, but he ain't gonna make it through this. Oh, and the internet? The servers crash without any maintenance. Imagine trying to stream Netflix and the entire internet just rage quits. Some people might be so desperate they wait for it to load. Good luck explaining to your kids why Roblox doesn't exist anymore. Healthcare disappears almost instantly. Hospitals lose doctors, nurses, lab techs, EMTs. Even minor injuries become life-threatening. You got a paper cut? Well, best of luck to ya. Chronic conditions spiral, medical production halts, pharmacies run out of essentials. A single day without healthcare workers would already cause spikes in patient mortality. And no, WebMD is not going to save you. Here's the deeper truth. Humans didn't invent work just to be miserable. Work has always been about survival and meaning. Anthropologists point out that early hunters and gatherers divided tasks, like hunting, gathering, tool making, not for money, but because cooperation was the only way to live. Work gave identity, purpose, and connection. Take that all away and motivation collapses. Some studies show unemployment spikes, depression, anxiety, and even crime rates, because people lose structure and self-worth. Turns out sitting around all day isn't actually fun once you've done it for a week straight. Your unemployed friend on a random Tuesday can do some crazy stuff every week, but we aren't all built the same. Infrastructure collapses on a timeline. Food gone in 1 to 2 weeks, energy within 2 to 3 weeks, water within a month, medicine within 2 months, and technology within 3 months. Automation might delay things, but it can't prevent collapse. Robots still need engineers, AI computers still need updates, machines still need raw materials. Without human oversight, chaos and disorganization wins. And no, your Roomba is not going to run society. Then, after all that, the economy implodes. Money only works because it represents labor. If nobody works, production stops and currency loses meaning. Economists call this hyperinflation through inactivity. Goods vanish, prices skyrocket, and eventually money itself becomes worthless. People return to bartering. Food for medicine, tools for shelter. Communities form around resources, and power shifts to whoever controls the most. Basically, congratulations, we just speed ran back to the Middle Ages. So why does work make sense? Because it's the backbone of civilization. Psychologists find that people who contribute to something bigger than themselves report higher happiness and longer lifespans. Work gives rhythm to life, a reason to wake up, a sense of progress and connection to others. Even creative or volunteer work counts. Humans are wired to build, fix, teach, and improve. Without that, identity collapses. Now, futurists would imagine a post-work society powered by AI and universal basic income. Machines handle labor, humans pursue art and science, which sounds cool, but even then, someone has to maintain the system. Energy, data, ethics, they all need oversight. Automation can reduce work, but it cannot erase it. And if you think AI is going to run everything perfectly, remember this is the same technology that still struggles to identify stop signs when there's a sticker on them. But hey, it's getting better at generating Will Smith eating spaghetti each year. And here's the bottom line. Life will never be a world where nobody works. Every ecosystem depends on contribution. Bees pollinate, trees produce oxygen, predators balance populations. Humans are part of that chain. Remove contribution and the system destabilizes. Even if resources were infinite, people would invent new forms of work, like art, exploration, and discovery, because curiosity demands action. Humans aren't just made to be, but made to become. And here's the part people don't think about. If nobody worked, daily life wouldn't just get inconvenient, it would get weird, like really weird. Because once survival systems collapse, society doesn't just sit there politely waiting for the lights to come back on. People start improvising, and humans are terrible at improvising when stressed. You'd see groups forming around whatever resources they could find. Someone with a working well suddenly becomes the most popular person in a 20-mile radius. Someone who knows how to fix a generator becomes the new celebrity, and someone who still has a stash of toilet paper, yeah, that's basically royalty now. Forget gold. Charmin Ultra Soft is the new currency. And remember how everyone always says, if society collapsed, I'd just live off the land? No, you wouldn't. Most people can't even keep a houseplant alive. You think you're gonna hunt. With what? A Nerf gun? Even if you somehow catch a deer, you still have to skin it, clean it, cook it, and not give yourself food poisoning. Civilization exists because we collectively decided, hey, maybe let's not all die trying to cook meat. But let's say you somehow survive the food and water crisis. Now you're dealing with infrastructure decay. Roads crack, bridges weaken, gasoline goes stale after a few months, batteries stop holding charge. Without maintenance, everything slowly breaks. Even buildings need constant upkeep. Roofs leak, pipes burst, mold grows. Nature doesn't care about your no-work fantasy. Nature is undefeated. And here's something people forget. Trash doesn't magically disappear. Without sanitation workers, garbage piles up everywhere. Rats thrive, disease spreads, cities start smelling like a porta potty at Coachella. You can't have a functioning society when raccoons are basically running the place. Then there's technology. Everyone loves the idea of robots doing all the work, but robots don't build themselves. They don't mine lithium, refine steel, or manufacture microchips. Even the most advanced AI still needs humans to repair hardware, update software, and provide electricity. Without constant human input, technology doesn't just stop, it collapses. Your phone becomes a very expensive paperweight. And socially, things get messy. Humans need structure. We need goals. We need something to do without work. People get bored, then restless, then destructive. Studies show that long-term unemployment increases depression, anxiety, substance abuse, and crime. People don't thrive in chaos. They spiral out of control. Even the fun stuff stops being fun. You can't enjoy hobbies when you're worried about food. You can't relax when the power's out. You can't binge shows when the internet is gone. You can't play games when your console is basically a brick. Leisure only feels good when someone else is keeping the world running in the background. Even if you gave everyone unlimited money, unlimited food, unlimited resources, people would still invent work. Not because they have to, but because they want to. Humans are wired to create, to improve, to explore, to build. That's why even retired people find new hobbies, new projects, and new routines. We don't stop working, we just change what work means. So yeah, a world without work sounds fun for about 3 days. After that, it's basically a speed run of how fast can society fall apart? And the answer is very fast. But that's not a bad thing. It's actually kind of inspiring because it means work isn't just some annoying thing humans invented. It's the glue that holds everything together. It's the reason we have food, water, medicine, electricity, technology, entertainment, transportation, and literally everything that makes life comfortable. Work is what turns chaos into civilization. It's what turns survival into progress. It's what turns existing into living. And even though people love to joke about not wanting to work, the truth is humans are built for contribution, built for purpose, built for becoming something more than what they were yesterday. So yeah, a world without work sounds cool, but a world with work, the right kind of work, meaningful work, that's what actually makes life worth living. I'll see you in the next one.